Hi there, Jason here with another great 407 video. Now, I have just finished my aerobic power, so someone asked me for informed consent. Edward asked me for informed consent. Stupid. I have done my informed consent. Okay, so I have my air baby right here after my aerobic power experiment. And I will now show you how to measure the volume in here. So what we do is we use this machine, pneumatotachograph or whatever it's called, and we look at, usually we just want to look at the hundreds, 10, and this in order to find out the value. So it's very much like your gas meter at home. We look at the hundreds, we see it's a little bit above 6, so it's 6. Put down 6, and then we look at the 10 and we see it's a little bit above 3, but it's not 4 yet, so we put 3, and then the 10s, it's all the way at 6.7, see that? So 6.7, so we have a starting value of 636.7. Now what we do is we take my air baby, you want to hold it so you don't lose any of the volume of the air. I take this, hook it up, just like that, make sure air doesn't leak out, and then you want to push all this air into here, and then it will take the volume of air that is passing through. So a good technique would be to have someone hold this to make sure it doesn't go here.
So when you do your calculations for the spirometer, one of them will be from a 9 liter and one will be from a 13.5 liter. So on the 13.5, you just double your volumes. So just keep that in mind. You'll get 2 pages. It'll say right on it, this is from a 9 liter, and the other one will say this is from a 13.5. And I'm telling you right now that one will be from a 9 liter and one will be from a 13.5. So again, just want to make sure you double your volume at the end. The other thing to keep in mind, and go back to when you recorded it, is the ventrillograph pen is offset from the main pen. So when you're doing your calculations, just keep that in mind. One isn't over top of the other. It's always offset by one column. So if you're doing 3 minutes of minute ventilation, one isn't over top of the other. It's offset by one column, just the way that the pens are lined up. So if they're going at the same time, the ventrillograph pen is one column behind the main pen. So when you're doing your calculation, it's easy to think that it's just directly above it, but it's offset by one column. And if you go back to your raw data books that you have, you'll see that in the values that you have. You'll see where your starting points are. But just go over how you measure minute ventilation, how you measured inspiratory capacity, and keep in mind the difference between the 2 different spirometers, because you will get one from each. Sorry to stop your video.
Okay, that was a great interruption, but now let's go back here. So, you see, I find the best technique is to take it from the end, and roll it up, squish all the air out, and look at the new recording. So if we zoom on here, we look at the hundreds and we see that it's still 6. Hasn't changed. We look at the 10 and we see that it's 5, so it's actually increased. So we write a 5 right there. And then we look at the tens, the ones place, and we see that it's 7 point, it's about 3, so 7.3. Now we can do some simple arithmetic to find out the volume. So we take the bigger number, 657.3 minus 636.7, and we can get the answer. So what we do is we take, since 3 is smaller than 7, we borrow a 1 from the 7, so it becomes 13. So this is 6. Now this becomes a 6 because we borrowed 1. So 6 minus 6 is 0. 5 minus 3 is 2, and 6 minus 6 is a resounding 0. So our answer is 20.6 liters. And that is how you find it out, the volume.